This is things about my used Nissan Altima that just make sense. First off, this tire seems to be kind of flat. I don't like it. But it's okay though, because I have another spare tire that is also flat. But it's okay though, because I have a real spare tire, if I can reach it. Yeah, now one holds hair. This little patch of rust on the driver's side door. Hail damage. Paint damage. Sun damage. A little more rust. The driver's side handles are black, while the passenger side handles are privileged. The rear passenger handle actually fell off. It's gone. I mean, it still works, but it's gone. I swear I bought it. When I bought it, the handle was there. But I don't know, it must have been like super glued on there and it fell off on the highway or something. I'm not sure. The interior obviously looks like trash. We've got some cigarette holes. But somehow it doesn't smell like cigarettes. It smells like a car. So now that's one positive. There's a few cosmetic imperfections, like the cracks. But you know, who cares about cracks? The fuel door's inside the car. You can't open it from the outside. So good luck siphoning my gas. Which, by the way, this gas tank is f***ing massive. For some reason, it holds at least 17 gallons. Why? It cost me $50 to fill it up, and I don't even get to drive it. The hood release is broken. The latch does nothing because the cable fell off, and the cable fell off because it also does nothing. But, you know, that's whatever, because I happen to be missing the front grille, which gives me access to the release mechanism. So I can just take a screwdriver in there, and then there we go. Now I can open it, and then there's no hood prop. There we go. Now we can look at the engine, which we can see is a little dirty, but, I mean, it looks okay from here on first glance. Without looking that hard. Terminal looks kind of gross. That's not going nowhere. If we open up the oil cap, we can see inside of there. If we could see inside of there. If we could see. It looks actually, you can see the cam. Looks kind of clean. Really, for 160,000 miles, relatively clean. I don't know what that is. Looks like some plastic. I don't know what that is. So whatever, we're just gonna ignore it, okay? We've definitely got some leaks, but I mean, we have oil in it. But who cares about leaks, man? Because the wiring harness for the lights are broken, dude. Oh, some of the lights are broken. Some of the lights are broken. Yeah, so the lights don't work. No. The seat adjusters on the driver's side are electric, while the seat adjusters on the passenger side are manual. This is what it sounds like when you start it up. The ABS light is on. It's at least not quite vibrating, but it doesn't sound solid. The slightest bit of a whine, I'd say. No, I think I found the leak, actually. So if we come back over here on the side of the timing chain, it's really hard to see it way down here. There is supposed to be a bolt. All right, this is the timing chain tensioner cover. So there's a little cover that you can take off to see the timing chain tensioner and check the tension of the timing chain, right? There is a bolt on that is just gone. And that is directly above the powered steering pulley. And that's what's leaking onto the pulley. Damn it. Oh, and another weird thing about this car. The fuel gauge is busted. So, I mean, it'll read up to full, right? But once you get to half a tank, it stays there. So if you go less than half a tank, it doesn't know how much gas is left. And you can just run out of gas and the fuel gauge will still read half. It's actually how I broke it down the first time. I took it to the mechanic and they said, oh yeah, your fuel pump must be busted because it's not getting any gas into the engine. So they pull out the fuel pump, they test it, and they're like, wait, this fuel pump is fine. So they put it back in, put some gas in it, and they realize, yeah, I know what's wrong with it. There weren't no gas in it. So that's embarrassing. Right, given all of that, I know what you're thinking. This must have cost you, what, $500 at most? Oh my gosh. This is trash. You couldn't have paid too much for this, right? How much did you pay for it? Right? How much did you pay for it? I don't want to say, man. I got backed into a corner, alright. This wasn't my first choice, damn it. I first chose a Chevy Cobalt, which I was reluctant to choose that in the first place, too, because it has a 4-cylinder Ecotec, which, if you know me, you know how I feel about those. But that car was fine, as far as I could tell. The Chevy Cobalt was fine. It didn't have a shattered windshield. It wasn't in an accident. It ran smoothly, didn't have any lights on the dash. It was a car, you know what I'm saying? The worst thing about it was it might have had some shocks issues. So I go off with this Chevy Cobalt, right? Not 20 minutes down the road, the engine light comes on. It says powered steering on the dash. And for some reason, the transmission is just dying. Seriously, I'm coming to a stop, slowly braking, and it would kick, and then settle into gear. It was the most horrifying thing I had ever driven. So I limp it back to the dealership, and he's pissed at me for even bringing it back in the first place. He's saying there's nothing wrong with it. This is as is, used car. This is how we sell cars. It's like, what the... No, this is how you sell lemons, sir. That's ridiculous. And he ends up saying, okay, fine. I'll give you this. Right, he's trying to act all reluctant in giving me this crap, being like, oh, I'll knock $1,000 off. Oh, the Cobalt is already $1,000 off, dude. And what do you mean? And he's all pissy, and he takes the entire rest of the day. Until he closes and to finish this deal, because he doesn't want me to come back again, because he knows this is trash and that it's not going to last me at all. And you know what he does? Because in the paperwork that I sign, he very clearly had me signature something that says I'm supposed to receive an emissions coupon, where if I fail that emissions test within 5 days of the purchase, I can bring the vehicle back and he has to either repair or repurchase the vehicle. I didn't get that coupon from him. You know what he did give me? Was a passing emissions test from 2023. It's 2025 right now. There is an ABS light, and when I bought it, there were a check engine light for a position sensor, a camshaft position sensor. Sir, is this legal? Is this legal? Am I going to get the title for this car? I'm a little concerned. This dealership is incredibly shady. But I'm not going to say who it was because of fear of being sued for defamation, despite how irrelevant I am. Right, so, at the end of the day, I don't really like this car anymore. I did like it going into it. The test drive was really nice. It didn't go into limp mode in the test drive. It was really nice. And it has, VQ35DE. It's got that nice Nissan engine. But it's, a bitch to service. And, it's kind of scary to drive. It sounds like the timing chain is just ass. That's what I'm thinking that whine is. Especially since that leak is coming from the timing chain tensioner cover. Makes me think somebody opened that at some point to check the tension, realized the tension was shit, and then did nothing about it. So instead of trying to fix this thing, I bought a Toyota Avalon. Because I just love debt. I guess like and subscribe if you want to see how bad the Toyota Avalon is.